Hello, Bay Area. Happy Sunday. I'm your host, Nagarajanaya, the Bay Area Realtor. We are live on every Sunday, 12:30 p.m. and Friday, 6:30 p.m. So if you have any questions on the real estate, this is the show you should basically call about. Our studio line numbers are 408-912-5038, and we are discussing everything involved in the Bay Area real estate. Every week, we talk about the different aspects of a Bay Area real estate. One is a construction, one is a remodeling, one time sometimes on the immigration. So anything on the real estate, this is the show you should be calling about. Our studio line numbers are 408-912-5038. Hi Naresh, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Nagaraj. Thank you for having me here. Thank you,
Yeah.
Bay. Bollywood 92.3 FM viewers and listeners.
Listeners, you are having a good Memorial Day weekend, and if you are driving, drive safe. It's a traffic is kind of not much, but drive safe. So if you have any questions on the Bay Area real estate, do give us a call to our studio line numbers of 408-912-5038. So Naresh, first let's start with the SB9, right? A lot of people are not aware what is SB9. SB9 or a Senate Bill 9 is a product of a multi-year effort to develop a solutions to address our state's housing crisis. Okay.
That's
This is basically it's a building opportunities for all, establish opportunities to make a real progressive and positive changes in our communities to strengthen the fabric of our neighborhoods with equity, inclusivity, and affordability. Okay, this is a new law which was like basically proposed 2 years, like 2021, it was proposed. It allows basically up to a four homes in a single lot. Four homes in a single lot. Basically, you divide a lot, and in one lot you have one more ADU, and in one more lot, like basically you can have a single family home and then an ADU. So basically, you can do up to a four houses in a single lot. Okay, this one is like basically the Senate Bill 9, right? Or SB9. If you guys have any questions on ADUs or if you have any questions on a remodeling, you can give us a call. We are live on Boli 92.3. Our studio line numbers are 408-912-5038. And this bill, right, Naresh, like basically is like allows four number of homes. And I was in basically last week, I was in the city's meeting and we were discussing about it's already a lot of people are interested or they're talking to the city understanding in how we can basically build a four divide your lots, okay, or how you can do the ADUs. So what do you think about the ADUs in your backyard, how easy it is, how we have one listener, let's take it. Welcome to the real estate show. I'm your host Nagarajan Nair. Name please. Hello. Please call back. Our studio line numbers of 408-912-5038. So if you have any questions on the real estate and anything on your basically SB9, do give us a call. So what is the myth, right? Let's talk about the ADU stuffs. So how easy to build in the ADUs in around the Bay Area, like basically San Jose, Santa Clara, Sunnyvale, Cupertino? Are you seeing active people are interested? Because a lot of people are worried when this SB9 introduced there, right? Like there's a privacy, correct? The neighbors
Mhm.
gets lost the privacy
Mhm.
as a you as in a construction what you're doing in, right? Are you
Mhm.
worried about, so how do you deal with this when you're working with this?
So, Nagaraj, that's really a very good topic we are discussing today because from the past 2 years or so, and then from recently, from the last 6 months or so, we are getting too many calls inquiring about SB9. And then a lot of your clients and my clients, they also call me and then asking me, hey, we were trying to do an SB9, how we can proceed further. So the good thing about us is, you know, we are a design and build company. So basically,
Okay.
we have an in-house architect, engineer, so they can help you. They can help all the customers of mine, you know, get it approved, build, and then we can give the keys to them back. Okay.
Okay.
So, you're right. So there is a lot of inquiries from our side. for
No,
SB9.
but people are worried, right, Naresh? Like they're no, worried about ruining the look of our neighborhood. Basically, for example, the privacy will be, and you are having a number of homes, more number of homes in one lot. Correct. It is going to basically spoil the or ruin the look of our neighborhood. That's what a lot of people are worried, especially in Los Gatos, Los Altos, Cupertino, because they're like are more of interested with the bigger lots, single family home. But in there are two kinds of people, right? One as an investor who can build four homes and make basically in each homes you can make it 2 million, right? You make it, but the neighbor owners or the neighbors who are currently staying in, they might not like it. Are you noticing all these things when you have
Yes,
a discussions also?
yes. Basically, it also depends on the area where you are building that SB9 house. And then also the thing is, when you apply to the city, right? So the city will send the forms. Hey, one of your neighbor is constructing this kind of SB9 house. So if you have any problems, get back to us by this day, you know. So, and then also sometimes it's not a straightforward process. Takes some good amount of time, to clear up all those things. Okay, and then we can start the process. That's normally the case.
And see, one worry is right. This bill will destroy, especially Senate Bill 9. What we this listeners we are discussing about the where in one lot which we can have a four up to a max of four homes. That's called as Senate Bill 9 or SB9. We are discussing about how we can maximize your lot and get a more value for your return. If you have any questions, you can give us a call. Our studio line numbers are 408-912-5038. And if you have any questions on the remodeling, or if you have questions on construction, or if you have a questions on a Bay Area house buying, you can give us a call. I'm talking to Naresh, myself, Nagaraj, and the Bay Area realtor, talking to Naresh from NT Bay Area. So he's an expert in a remodeling. So we want to get his view on the SB9 and on the ADUs. And if you have a bigger lot and you are interested to create a one kind of a revenue or a monthly generating kind of a rental, how do you do it? So if you have any questions, you can give us a call. Our studio line numbers are 408-912-5038. So Naresh, one thing, right? This SB9 people are worried is like it will destroy historic neighborhoods, like for example Santa Clara, which has a old core, like right, like in that one you're having a multiple homes. It might destroy the look of the neighborhood. That's what a lot of people, it's kind of a pro, and some people like it, some people don't like it, because number of homes are going up, the traffic will go up, and number of people staying in the neighborhood will go up, and the look also will go bad, right? Or ruin the look of that, especially like must they should not what I notice is they should not be worried, because homeowners especially must comply with the local zoning requirements, correct?
That's correct.
When developing a
Correct.
especially like height, floor area ratios, and lot coverage.
Yes. Yeah. Even the city is not that easy to get the permits approved. The city also from their side, they also have some certain criteria in order to get qualified. It's not something that they just give, approve the application, as soon as you submit. So it's like I said, you're right at some context, but at the same time, the city is also a little bit stricter too. They also go, make sure that they met the criteria in order to get it approved by SB9. So that's what I see as well.
Yeah. Listeners, if you have any questions on the real estate, Bay Area real estate, myself, Nagaraj, and I am having a conversation with Naresh from the NT Bay Area. We are discussing about the SB9 remodeling. And if you are interested to do a kitchen remodeling, bathroom remodeling, and if you have any questions, and if you want to have a bigger lot and you want to divide a lot, how do you go for it? So basically, if you have any questions, do give us a call. Our studio line numbers are 408-912-5038. So Naresh, so one thing a lot of people are interested, right, might be like one is a subdividing a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Correct. The second one is maybe a lot merger also. Okay. So
Mm-hmm.
as a realtor, what I'm noticing is I'm noticing a lot of smaller lots coming for a sale now. Like even in the last couple of months, I saw one in a Menlo Park listed for a 300K.
Mm.
Okay. So as a home buyer, if they want to create one more revenue, now it's a
Mhm.
good time. Basically, they can divide a lot and they can put it for a sale. So basically, they can get a 300K, 400K, depends on the area or where they're staying in. So you guys specialize even helping them out on the lots, or like you, how
Yes.
is it?
Yes. So basically, like I said, we have a design team
Uh-huh.
first. So the design team will help them in getting all the approvals from the city,
Mm,
approvals from the city, and then they do the construction plan. They get it approved from the city. And then we have a construction team, so that actually does the construction part.
correct.
Okay. So we have like two departments.
Yeah,
Okay. So
that's basically for your the remodeling, or somebody wants to add an ADU. We need to go to the kind of in a design and do it. But in case of a subdividing the lots, right? Like basically, listeners, we are talking about how do you subdivide your land? Because if you have a big
Mhm.
land and you want to divide your land and basically sell it off, for example, you're having a land in a good neighborhoods, like for example, Saratoga, or like maybe in Los Altos Hills, or like maybe in a Cupertino, San Jose. You want to divide your lot, right? Like what you should be doing is like basically hire a surveyor. The surveyor basically draws up and where how to divide it up and everything. So once you have that surveyor drop that, then you can go to approach to the city and tell them, hey, I want to divide the lot, maybe, or I want to basically combine the lot. So you can talk to the planners in your neighborhoods. Go to the city first, is always go to the city and understand what is available, right? Or what are the things we can do in Naresh.
Yes, that is correct. That is correct. So this is all the process. This is all the process that we need to go through it, and to get in order to get it approved. First of all, we just need to see the criteria. They have a handout in their website. Depending upon whichever city you're in. So you need to look carefully what their requirement is, and then based on that, you just need to do the process. Sometimes you might need to have a surveyor. Sometimes you might need to have a civil engineer. Sometimes you also need to do the soil testing. It all different aspects. Which because each and every city is different. So each and every, you have some certain guidelines that you need to follow depending upon the city. So, but for us, we can help them in uh, whatever the way they want.
Yeah.
You know.
So, listeners, we are talking about how do you basically kind of divide your lots, or like basically add an ADUs, so that you can get it more of a rental income, or like if you want to divide your lot and make an extra income, maybe that's one of the option. So if you have any questions on the ADUs, and if you have any questions on the how do you approach on your remodeling, how do you approach on your kind of, if you have any questions on buying and selling, you're a first time home buyer and you're not sure what we are talking all about, what is Nagaraj is talking about land divide, Nagaraj is talking about lot merge, and Nagaraj is talking about ADUs. If you're new to this all these concepts and would like to understand more on that, do give me a call. Our studio line numbers are 408-912-5038. I saw that there were a couple of calls try to connect, but it was hang up because of some connection issues. But if you want to reach back, call back, do give us a call. So Naresh, our studio line numbers are like 408-912-5038. Naresh, like let me talk about the remodeling aspect now.
Mm-hmm.
Bathroom remodeling and a kitchen remodeling.
Mm-hmm.
This is kind of a very important thing for the families now, which they have bought it, right? How do they decide, do I need a permit or not a permit? Okay. So how do I decide, should I do with a permit or not?
Okay. Basically, I would recommend all bathrooms need to take a permit, and then even the city they want to take a permit as well. The problem is, bathroom you're dealing with a lot of water. In the shower area, especially you need to do like right kind of waterproofing inside.
That is
So failure to do that, failure to do that, so will result in like water damage, leaking the subfloor, and then even more issues in the future. So which will eventually cost a lot more in order to fix it. So any kind of bathroom remodel, definitely yes, you need to take a permit, because when you the permit, sometimes people have an idea, you know, why we have to pay money to the city, so we are paying extra. Okay, why you have to hire a licensed contractor? Okay, they have like different aspects in them, different thinking in the mind. Let me make it clear. When you're paying the permit to the city, that means one of the inspector from the city will come and check the job site, make sure the work is, the contractor is doing the work right. Okay, so if the work is not going properly, he wouldn't sign it. So that is the only reason you pay the city inspector, like for the permit for the bathroom remodel.
I think
Okay.
that's a valid point what you told, but let's take one small step back, okay? And let's discuss about the process of doing a kitchen remodeling or a bathroom remodeling. For example, process, like for example, you're demoing the kitchen, older bathroom, right? What happens after that actually?
So when you actually demo, right? If I have to talk about kitchen, you're talking about kitchen, right? So if you have to talk about kitchen, once you demo the cabinet, so we just want to see how the new kitchen cabinet layout gonna be looking like. Okay. So for example, if the sink will be in the same place, the sink is changing in an island, if there is an island, so what exactly the layout will be changed. So basically, depending upon the layout of your cabinet, you know so we have to do our electrical, we have to do our change in plumbing. Okay, we have to do some change in HVAC, like duct work. Okay, so all those ones we have to change as per the new layout of the kitchen. So that is called rough in trades. Okay,
Mhm.
so and then also whenever you do any remodel, right, so at that the area of the remodel need to be to up to code of the present year. Okay, regarding the electrical, regarding the plumbing, regarding the mechanical, exception for fire, smoke detectors, and carbon monoxide alarms. So except those ones, so you have to update all the trades for the
No,
kitchen.
1 second, Naresh. Listeners, we are talking about what's the process of kitchen and bathroom remodeling. Okay. And if you have any questions on the remodeling and any questions on the Bay Area real estate, this is the time you can give us a call. Our studio line numbers are, we are live on a Bolly 92.3 and we're accepting the calls. I'm Nagaraj Anaya, the Bay Area realtor, talking to Naresh from NT Bay Area. So if you have any questions, give us a call. Our studio line numbers are 408 9125038. I think very well put together, Naresh. Basically, after demoing it, basically you measure the area what you are doing in.
Yes.
Correct. And let's stick for the kitchen first, and then we'll go to the bathroom area. Okay. In the demo, you measure the cabinets size and approach for the designer. Is that correct?
Yes, that is correct. It depends. It depends, to what extent you're doing. Sometimes, some people do is there is a partition wall in the middle.
Mhm.
Okay, so they don't want that one. They want to take off the wall and then extend the kitchen, make it an open concept, make a bigger kitchen. If that is the case, it's going to be different. Okay,
True.
so it all depends on, because each and every project is different. It's not something very similar to one another. It's different, because sometimes the people, they don't have an island, they are keeping an island. Okay, so sometimes they want to keep the island, they'll keep it simple. Sometimes the island, they make a sink. Sometimes in the island they make a stove, cooktop.
I
you
think
know
island means, maybe a lot of people might be not even aware what is that island means. Island is like in middle of the kitchen. There's a kind of where you can have a cooktop. You can have, sometimes people keep it for a just for a visualize it, like basically kind of to make it nice also. And even that island has kind of a designs where it is called a, what is that, butterfly? What was that?
Waterfall.
Waterfall design.
Waterfall.
Yeah, waterfall design means is basically it goes until the all the sides are covered with the countertops. Is that correct, Naresh?
Yes, that is correct. That is correct. Yeah, basically that one, they'll use it as a dining table kind of thing, some people, and then you have some nice pendant lighting, coming on top. So, it is a good idea. I mean, it looks really good. It looks fancy, it looks good. A lot of people, they want to do like an island with the waterfall. That's popular, thing that we were doing, so right now. Okay. So yeah.
Li-
So
Now go back to the, I think the stepwise we discussed about the kitchen, how do we do it, correct? Before even demoing it, first thing is always go talk to the city, pull the permits first, okay? That if you don't have a time, Naresh can help you out to pull the permits, okay? And even before that, if you want to design or visualize how your kitchen or a bathroom needs to be done, you can basically get the drawings out and see 3D visualizations also you can do it, or maybe you can go and visit local granite stores, or like maybe go visit the local places, see what kind of a new designs they have. That also is a very good thing to do it, right, Naresh?
yeah, definitely. A lot of stores, so they have a good display, good selection, good display. So you know what is popular, what is trending, so you can look and feel the materials, see how it is. And right now, even the internet too, internet, you find bunch of information. So what is the new design? How is the new modern kitchen looking like? And then the Pinterest. You have a lot of info in the
Yeah,
internet.
that designs are very important, listeners. Like basically, when you're doing a kitchen and bathroom remodeling, what do you like most? Like, what is the but first is fix on your budget. Based on your budget, play around in your design ideas. Okay, because for example, if you want to remove any wall, then it might cost you more depending on it's a supporting bearing wall or something, right? If it is just in a kind of a not supporting wall, then it might be easier, right, Naresh?
Yes, that is correct. That is correct. So basically, when you cannot remove any wall as you like, you need to see what kind of wall it is. Whether it is a structural wall, it is taking load, if it is non-structural wall, not taking any load. So you need to figure out that one first as
And
well.
each and what as Naresh is mentioning, each steps the city will come and inspect at how the steps are, how the things are progressing. So what are the different phases in the kitchen remodeling? The city comes and checks it out, Naresh.
So all the rough trades, rough electric, rough plumbing, rough mechanical, the rough framing, if you are doing any of these. So city comes and then sign it off, and then after that, you're gonna do your sheetrock work, and then they'll come for the sheetrock depending upon the city. Some cities come for the inspection for sheetrock. Some inspectors, they don't come for the sheetrock inspection. Depends on the city.
Mhm.
Once that is done, then you install cabinets and countertops, and then finish electrical, finish plumbing, finish mechanical, and then the city comes another time. So basically, for the rough-in trades, they will come, okay, and then they will
Okay,
they will
so
verify and sign.
let's take a step back now. We discussed about the kitchen stuff. How about the bathroom wise, right? Like bathroom wise, also first is demo, right?
Mm-hmm.
Once we do the demo, you put the plumbing in.
Yes, yes. So basically, the demo is the first stage of any construction. After that, you know, people upgrade the drain system, people upgrade the um, water, the shower faucets. Okay,
Okay.
so we install the shower faucets, and then we also do our pre-sloping, and then make it watertight,
Mhm.
waterproofing as well, and then we fill in with the water, and then leave it for 24 hours just to
What
confirm
is
there
the
is no
test
leak.
is called? Like there's a specific test name for that, right? To check
Yeah,
that.
it's called shower pan liner test.
Uh-huh.
So
Oh,
that test basically is like a waterproofing test. It confirms that water is stayed over there for 24 hours. That confirms that there is no leaks. That also confirms the water is staying. That means there is no leaks. Only one way when you're taking shower, the only one way water needs to escape is through the drain, shower drain. It shouldn't be escaping from any other way. If it is escaping from any other source of other than shower drain, that means there's a leak.
Listeners, myself Nagaraj Annaya, the Bay Area Realtor. I'm talking to Naresh from NTB area. So did you guys know that this all these things are involved when you're doing a remote? Correct. That is why the experts and the contractors plays a very important role when you're doing any remodeling. Even it might be a smaller job. I think last week, a couple of weeks back, I had a discussion with the Naresh. How do you select handyman versus contractor, and when do you decide that? If you have not watched that, do go and subscribe to my YouTube channel, Nagraj and Ayan, and watch all the previous episodes, because my whole concept of the fund of this series, or like basically give you some insights for each phases of the remodeling, or like each phases of the real estate, because real estate is kind of in a big chunk where you need to understand when you're owning the real estate, how do you go for it, for which project, how much you spend, correct? So, and how do you select each experts in there to do the remodeling, or it might be anything on the house things, right? How do you do it? That's where it's all about. So we have just 2 more minutes, Naresh. So if somebody wants to reach out to you, how do they reach out to you, Naresh?
So our number is 510-324-6588. And then they can call to this number and ask for Naresh. And then my company name is NT Bay Area Construction. So they can also find us on Google, Yelp, and other marketing
It's a
platforms.
free consultation, correct?
Yes.
That's what a lot of people, I think they can call you to get a free consultation if they're interested in a remodeling on any aspects of the remodeling. Call Naresh and he gets you a free quote and he gives you a free opinion. How do you guys approach for it?
Yes. So it's a free consultation. So they can call in for free, so we can get their information. That's
Thank you,
true.
listeners, so much for listening today. And if you have any questions in the Bay Area real estate and you want to miss the line and talk to the expert always, you can talk to me. Go to nagrajhomes.com and click on a WhatsApp icon. And one more thing, I've just released a one book on ebook on the complete on the Bay Area real estate. Go and download it from my channel, nagrajhomes.com. Any questions in the real estate, do give me a call at 858-880-4577 and have a wonderful weekend. Thank you so much. Thank you, Naresh.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.